Hey, welcome back to week 5 of DDL. My name is Wicket and I'm the head coach of Golden State Warriors, and this week I'm playing against Moody, head coach of the Sinister Six. We're currently both top 2 in our pool, so this game is very important for establishing who gets to stay at the top of our league for at least another week, and has a better chance of making playoffs. So a win this week would be huge for me, but Moody's team is absolutely not going to make that easy. Moody's team is incredibly bulky. Monsters such as Fairthorn and Flodges bring a more supportive role with hazards and wish passing. Sinistra and the Terra-legal Garganacle bring even more support alongside being scary setup threats. Great Tusk and Volcanion are incredible hit takers, whilst immediately threatening the mons in front of them. And Mega Latios, Galarian Zapdos, and Weavile bring some higher speed tiers to the team. He also has his trusty Alolan Exeggutor as his second Terra Captain, which can bring a strong surprise factor with a very deep move pool, respectable bulk, and strong attacking stats. So, to try beat this sinister team, here's what I'm bringing. As I reveal more mons, you'll see that I've brought setup spam this week, and Jirachi will be enabling all that setup with dual screens and light play. Alongside screens, Body Slam is there to fish for paralysis, and Healing Wish is to bring back one of my sweepers to give it a second chance. The first setup threat is Primarina, who I'm planning to set up with Calm Mind and heal back any HP I lose with Draining Kiss. Covert Cloak helps me deal with Salt Cure Garganacle and turn a mon that would usually beam me into Serp fodder. In case one Calm Mind setup mon wasn't enough, Diancie's here to do the exact same thing. Terra Fairy on Diancie lets me shed all of the weaknesses the Rock type gives me, whilst boosting Draining Kiss's damage 260, on top of boosting my Fairy Stab from 1.5 boost to a 2x boost. All in all, these are going to be some powerful Draining Kisses. I have brought some physical setup, with Sarzan Scizor to help me against Weavile, Flodges, and any of the Terra Captains turning into a Fairy. Power Up Punch Mega Lopunny makes his debut, with enough speed for max speed Mega Latios, Adamant Weavile, and also threatening to outgo them both with max attack. Wrapping up the team is Garchomp, but sadly not a setup version. Garchomp is carrying Stealth Rocks and Spikes to enable all my other setup mons to sweep more easily. And that's my team for week 5 of the DDL. I just want to thank you all for watching the team builder and actually getting to this part of the video. It means a lot to me, so thank you for that. And I want to let you know that at the end of the match today, instead of doing a independent post-game analysis, I'll be doing an interview with Moody. So no matter if I win or lose, hopefully I win, but no matter the result, I'll be doing an interview with Moody after the game. So yeah, please stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the game. Hey there, everybody! Happy Halloween! Yeah, I'm recording this on the day of Halloween, so this is my super spooky outfit. But you know what might be spookier? This matchup. Alright, what did come? Weavile came, Zapdos came, Exeggutor came, Volk, Great Tusk, Pharaoh. Now, I can't lie. Didn't prep for the Exeggutor at all, really. Wait, how did this team build beat like circuitry? We'll see. Anyways, simply can't let it. Alright, let's see what I do. Who's watching? We've got enough people watching. Alright, I'm gonna hop into it. Yeah, spooky matchup, very spooky. So let's hope the game plan works. Oh. Alright, Lead Jirachi against Exeggutor. Leave a comment. True. What looks more valuable here? This can be mixed, I guess. I think if it's coming, it's probably fire. I'm gonna go special. Fairthorn, that's fairs. We'll get Reflect Up. Do I want Reflect Up? Do I go straight into... Okay. I don't want to get... Oh, Garganacle didn't come. Oh, interesting. I don't want to get too ambitious, but... I'll just get Reflect Up. T-Wave makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, let's just get our own hazards up. If I was going to do this... I guess I didn't know it was going to be T-Wave. If it wasn't T-Wave, I probably would have gone Diancie. But I don't want to lose too much. I don't want to lose too much HP yet. Well, not HP, speed, sorry. So I think I'll just go into this. I'll get Spike up. And I guess... What are they going to do? Protect? No, T-Wave knockoff. They can't do anything else, so I think he's going to swap or just knock off. Get some more chip on that guy. Not bad. Great Tusk. Okay. Maybe the single worst pull I could have got here. God. Interesting game plan so far. So far we have gotten rocks up. Right, what do I want to start doing? So, Lopunny looks pretty strong here. Toxic T-Wave. I'm Q-Charm, I didn't bring Limber, alright. I didn't think of the technology. But yeah, CC should be killing, so I think I can go into this and I'm going to make a play. I'm going to try Power Up Punch. Does Power Up Punch make sense? I should have got screens back up actually, but I've committed to it. Oh. That's a very unfortunate stay-in for me. Very unfortunate Pyro. Oh, I should stop clicking next turn. If I was the quick attack set, we could have moved some masses here, but I'm not the quick attack set. It's fine, I think as long as I still have my big setup threats, I should be fine. I'm guessing Rapid Spin's coming out here. It's a strong spin. I'm just going to Drain and Kiss. It hits everything apart from Volcanion, which did come in. Makes sense. What can I find out from that damage? 12 damage. Doesn't tell me a whole lot. It doesn't tell me AV. With Rapid Spin support, I'm not expecting it to be... With Rapid Spin, I'm not expecting it to be Boots. It might not. It doesn't have to be Boots. I'm just going to sack Lopunny. Steam Eruption. Steam Eruption on the Primarina. How much does like Specs do to Primarina? 12 to 2-hit KO. Maybe it is Specs. I kind of need to hope it's Specs actually for this screen to go up, because if it's not, it's not Specs. Flamethrower shouldn't kill me. So I just need to break power here. I need to get up my screen and then enable my Diancie to try and win here. Scizor doesn't look too great into this game. Weavile, please break through. Okay, I broke through our Pyro. That's nice, that's nice. Knockoff sadly looks pretty free here. But how likely am I to get Weakness Policy off anyways? And how much do I need Weakness Policy? Do I live if I stay in? I might do. Healing Wish can be... I think Scizor's the safer play. Okay, what information do I find out from that knockoff? It's probably almost definitely banned. Yeah, it's Adamant Choice Band, I think. There's 72. Oh, it doesn't have to be. It might be Jolly Choice Band then. I think it has to be banded. I think I can go into... Volcanion might be this... Might try... Volcanion or Greater's got to switch into here, I figure. I think Volcanion takes it better. I want to knock off Volcanion. Go Super Strong Side. Oh, it's Tusk. That's unfortunate. Let's just get some chip. Yeah. Alright, if I can get Reflect up, hopefully I break through Para, get the Reflect up. That just killed. Alright. That's Fez. Let's Carmine up. Let's hopefully knock off. Now how plus Rapid Spin, knock off, Headlong Rush. I know he's brought Roar in the past. So I don't want to greed. Don't want to be greedy here. I don't think I'm gonna put Choice Specs and Sludge Bomb on this for now. I don't think. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, it's nice to be healthy, anyways. Let's go back to full. Yep. Now, the question to be had of if I Carmine in front of... Depends if... Oh, if Volcanion comes in, actually, maybe I do Carmine because I have one more Light Screen turn. Weavile came in. Weavile? Oh, is he planning on Icicle Crush flinching me? I can't risk a flinch. Poison Jab? Well, good thing I didn't Carmine on that. If I had Weakness Palsy still, oh, I would have gone crazy, but we don't. Alright, it's still very much losable because I don't have Screen up and yeah, Volcanion's an asshole. And I assume has Sludge Bomb. If I take a lot of damage from this now, if it has Sludge Bomb, I think it just has Sludge Bomb and Primarina also falls to that. Primarina might be able to take one. It's iffy. If I take 50 from the first one, I wonder how much I can heal back. So this situation is basically, first of all, is it Specs? It has hit me with one Steam Eruption on Lopunny when it just basically I couldn't tell anything from that damage calc. However, what was the one thing I hit it with? Let me quickly find what I hit it with earlier. Control. Vol. Oh wait, no, it's called Thanks for Watching. Thanks for watching. Took a Draining Kiss for 12. Oh, yeah, and I found out it wasn't Assault Vest from that. It could still be Boots. It could. I think if it Specs and clicks Sludge Bomb, it might be over anyways. I think I need to be greedy with a Carmine and hope it's not Spec Sludge Bomb. Did I change my... Oh, yeah, I already gave my... It's Sludge Wave. Not Specs, not Specs. Sludge Wave is also low-key better for me. Because it means that it has a lower chance of poisoning me. How much do I heal back? I heal back like 20 from Draining Kiss. I think I need a HP. I heal back 24. Alright. This next sludge... 30... What is that? Sludge Wave. Doing 31 to... Okay, so it is Specs. Is it like... Timid Specs? Sludge Wave doing... It's not even Timid. Is it... Okay, it's some sort of... It's some sort of modest... Specs, but with like low investment or something. My time's running out. Oh, that might be difficult. Alright, if this does... Let's just click. I think I lose this, sadly. I think I'm too low HP to take a hit from Zapdos. Yeah, Zapdos came in instantly. Zapdos came in with speed. Ooh. I just have to pray it's not banded, basically, I think. Unfortunate. I think I have lost. I think it's Adamant Scarf, yeah. Well, unfortunate. Too spooky for me. Remember to like, subscribe. True. Yeah, sorry, that was kind of badly played by me, actually. I don't know what I was doing for the first half of the game. But not here to make excuses. Yeah, I'll see you in the post-game analysis. Alright, welcome back. I think I said something like I'll do post-game analysis, but I decided to get a guest on board for that. We've got Moody here. We got the actual player who beat me.
My fault. I was not super optimistic coming into this game because of like all the prep that we've done for each other the past few weeks.
Yeah, no, it was definitely there were definitely some things which just because I know what you like bringing and stuff, I was like, I wonder if he's actually gonna bring this or like specifically try to deviate away from the usual stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, there's a couple of messages I had with Muse where I was talking about like the sort of sets that you bring. I'm like, I can never tell what your favorites are. You bring some mons, but then I was like, oh, Prims come quite a lot. Let me have a look at these sets, and they're like all like wildly different. I was like, I should stop trying to predict things and just look at like, regardless of what EVs they get, can I kill it in one move?
Just you can't predict. Yeah, I think I've brought Primarina as Scarf week 1, week 2. I can't remember. I think I brought like Boots. I think I might have brought AV at some point. I wanted to bring Scarf again. Yeah, Primarina is a fun one to be using. And this week I used a very different set. So.
Yeah, like it's like quite hard to prep for because I mean I have my favorites. Most of my mons, if they come, I don't really deviate super hard. This draft, I'm getting a bit better at it, but I think you can kind of get a feel for, like, if, like, Volcanion's coming, it's holding a choice item and going big buttons, but...
yeah, I was jumping between AV and Specs, but Scarf also, I actually thought about it, Scarf does make sense because it's your best Moltres answer.
Yeah.
So it actually can outspeed and, like, kill Moltres and not, like, I can't U-turn on it or something like that. Or try kill it with just, you know, Hurricane S / whatever.
Yeah, because that was another like last minute decision. Because I'll be honest, I kind of neglected Moltres' existence because it hasn't come so far. And then when I was on the bus, I was just like, I just pulled it up on my phone just because it was something to do, and I was like, hang on, I've brought potentially 4 mons minimum that are going to either die to Moltres or get burned and be nothing into
There
Moltres.
are a lot of Moltres victims here. This team's being held together by Volcanion.
Yep. The whole draft, honestly.
I checked at one point. Yeah, I was very much considering Moltres, but for Moltres to come, I would have had to deviate away from like this annoying setup spam, and I would have had to bring a much more balanced team, which I did quite make a quick draft of. But because I made all my practice games were with this like setup spam, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna bring it. It's a funny idea. It could work. I've seen that it could work, so I didn't feel the need to bring Moltres. But yeah, your team flying in fire coverage just rips a hole through a lot of your team.
Yeah, it was it was a big sigh of relief when we opened up because like I expected Jirachi, Diancie, Prim, and Garchomp, but I was like, Moltres is just floating around evilly in the background. There's malicious intent coming from that bird. I was like, God, even with this, all it takes is like one knockoff on my scarf or something, and I'm like, I don't know how I touched that.
I think with on the Moltres part, I was most comfortable to drop Scizor and Lopunny for Xurkitree and Moltres. I think Zerk looked pretty strong into your team as well.
Yeah, those were the two mons
Because
that I decided could be coming into play.
Your one ground type has like 0 Spadef, so if I ever get a read correct on like Dazzling Gleam or Energy Bee or Ball or something like that, Xurkitree looks strong. But yeah, I just liked this setup spam idea.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty like it's pretty hard for me to deal with because once those screens come up, like I'm quite happy to run spinners because obviously I've got Zapdos. I don't really want to be defogging because I don't want you to lose the incentive to defog into me. And
I also have Defiant Ogerpon technically, but I think most defoggers are probably threatening Defiant Ogerpon because you are defogged to what? Volcanion and Zapdos? Oh, you also have Flogis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I considered Ogerpon this week.
Yeah, no, I was like only a little scared of Ogerpon for a while, and then I realized like it's only going to make contact. Here's a Rocky Helmet Ferrothorn, like superpower it if you want, but I doubt it kills.
The team you have brought is Ogerpon beats Ogerpon, beats Ogerpon, beats Ogerpon, beats Ogerpon. Your only grass weak mon is like Great Tusk, who has 1 billion defense. So Ogerpon doesn't even like necessarily beat it. But this is a good team you brought. Boots Tusk ended up being pretty strong on the raw turn. It's unfortunate that I brought out Tusk, and even more unfortunate that you actually decided to bring Boots this week.
It legitimately might be the first time I've ever brought Boots, because I am usually like, well, if I'm going to bring a spinner or like a defogger, I'm not super mindful of the hazards because I'm going to get rid of them. And then this week I was like, I remember being in a call where Brandon said Toxic Spikes did the dash on my team. And I was like, you know what?
God, wait.
It might still do.
1 second, the camera see. Yeah, Drapion wasn't the first version of the team. It wasn't T-Spikes, though. It was being like... Oh, the camera quad. Sick. There we go. It was like the annoying agility like set. Like focus lens one. But then I realized you have a Volcanion and a Great Tusk, which wall that forever. A Zapdos, which also takes very little. And Drapion went off of the team.
Yeah.
But it was an idea. The actual game, yeah, for the first half, I definitely could have played better. But
yeah,
whatever, I played the way I did. And then I always knew in the back of my mind, I knew I had Diancie. And I knew my Diancie looked very strong into your team. Even, like, especially, I think Alolan Executor was like the only one I wasn't sure about. Because I didn't prep for that one at all. But the rest of them, I was like, I know this Diancie can look very strong. I'm so sad the knockoff came out on it.
Yeah, because at that point, I realized what this Diancie was trying to do. And I was like, you're going to set up, or you're going to click like Moonblast, or Draining Kiss, or some other move that I'm scared of. I'm happy to let Tusk die, because I can't hit either that or Prim super effectively. So I'm just going to take the item in case it's a meaningful item, and then I'm gonna like get my chip and go.
Yeah, because if I was still weakness policy by the time that Sludge Wave came out on Volcanion, whew,
Yeah,
I would have loved life.
0 ways.
You can see this is where I spent most of my time thinking, because I was just calculating if I could win if you were like Specs. And I think at the end of it, at the end I reached a decision that if you are Specs, I think I've lost anyways, so I went for Carmine. Yeah, I went for a second Carmine because I was like, I need a way to back into the game. I'd have to deep dive into the calcs to see if I should have kept Carminding up or just taken a kill immediately. I think I was, yeah, I've already told you how.
Yeah.
I thought Zapdos killed me because the calc told me it was banned. I've uninstalled the calc. I'm never going back to it. Calc lied, people died. But in general, yeah, it was definitely a funny game. You saying something?
I was going to say, one thing that I only noticed in post, neither of us got like a crit or a secondary hit proc this game.
God,
like,
what's that only skill?
Like, there was
skillful plays in the league.
now this has been an allegation levied towards us in the past. But yeah, I was thinking, if I can sort of just get you into this cycle of Carmine Drinkers, I'm gonna get lucky and crit because no one's got one. And if I'm the one doing the attacks, I'm gonna get mine.
And
then it just didn't happen.
I had a mock team where my Diancie entered a Carmine war against Sinister.
Oh!
But I ended up winning that interaction because I had Mystical Fire. So I was reducing the attack amount, even though you're heat proof and like it wasn't the most damaging move I had. Mystical Fire reduced your special attack. And it was very annoying because the clear body interaction is that my stats can't be dropped. Strength Sap bases off of my attack stat, which is respectable because I'm a legendary, it's like base 100. So, and because my stats wouldn't drop, my attack wouldn't drop. So Strength Sap was always doing the maximum recovery.
Oh wow.
Because my attack, yeah, because of clear body, my attack doesn't drop, so Strength Sap never weakens. So it actually just, it was a very big stalemate against Sinistra. But because I was usually the one attacking, whereas Sinistra had to like Strength Sap because I'd Mystical Fired its special attack down, so Machagacha wasn't doing as much. I got the crit first.
That feels like a moon bring. That's a very moon idea.
you know who was prepping against God, Moon brought some delusional. He brought like max HP, like 0 speed Latios with toxic psychic noise. It was like a delusional bring. I was like, I'll just eat my own shoe if you actually end up bringing that. And of course you didn't, because you're not Moon. You're not sick and twisted in your mind. You brought a very human team.
And then there's a Alolan Executor for my weekly polar bear in Arlington, Texas.
Leave a comment. The people are saying.
You know how it is.
Fairy. What was the plan? So what was your like game plan? Hazards up.
So
exist.
I think. Yeah, Tusk was kind of just like, yeah, it's gonna get pretty nice damage onto a few things here, and like, because I was pretty certain at this point the Ogerpon wasn't coming. One Rapid Spin let me get a lot more active on a lot of the board because I don't think I'm fully speed invested this week. Or if I was fully speed invested, I traded attack.
You were basically full. You were too far.
Yeah, so I think I was EV just to outspeed maybe Xurkitree without Scarf. That might be what it was.
That sounds correct, yeah, because I think that's the second lowest. Like that's the thing behind it. Speed
yeah, so when I was my initial sort of thought with Garchomp was mixed or special attack, and Garchomp looked very vicious. So I was like, well, how can I deal with this? And pretty much one of the first names on the board was actually Terra Fairy Alolan Executor to threaten it out with like Draco Meteor and then run a physical set. Because with the like, base 125 special attack Alolan Executor's packing, it's still like, yeah, I think it was an Oko without any investment, but like with some investment, it would still be an OCO because it was like, I think it was like 120 minimum or something silly.
Executive 120. Wow. Yeah, this is a. I want you to bring Frisk one week. I want you to start
This
scouting
week,
people's items out.
I will get up the message I sent to Muse this morning because I don't know if I mentioned to you about the wish passing concept that came up, but I said 10 to 8 in the morning. I say to Muse, I'm thinking about Terra Steel AV, no Trick Room, Frisk Executor as a lead. That uninvested Draco will send a chomp of any variety to Mars. And then I was like, after that, I followed up with, because you like to mess around with the sets, I can send this thing in and out at will as a scouting tool and just wish pass it to full every time.
You looked at my team, you were like, damn, he brings a different set every week. Let me just figure out what item he is.
Honestly, once I crack that code, it's a lot less scary. If I know like that chomp isn't scarfed, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be some variation of a tank. I can sort of afford, like, even if it had a flamethrower this week, Ferrophone can come in at least tank 1, get the rocks up.
That would be sick. I've been the main person preaching to you to bring Frisk. But yeah, it would have made a lot of sense this week, actually.
Because it was sort of like, I was dooming for a little while purely on the basis of I don't know what you will bring because I know you're like I would say you're a very creative player. I think Jester's still got like the Jester belligerent creativity, but in terms of set variety, I don't know. Like when we were like prepping for, was it Corvus last week, and like the special Garchomp came out, and I was like, what? It does this? How? Why does it get all of these moves? had me in a chokehold, I tell you.
Banded Weavile. Yeah, I looked at the calc, so it's like if Weavile comes, it has to be banned to actually guarantee a kill on Garchomp.
Yeah.
And I was debating Carminding in front of your Weavile because I was like, there's no way. The reason I didn't was because I thought you were going to click Icicle Crush and try, like, flinch me. So I was like, I don't want to risk Carminding and then, like, dying to a flinch. So I clicked Draining Kiss immediately. And when I saw Poison Jab come out, I was like, ooh, I'm so glad I clicked Draining Kiss.
Yeah.
If I clicked Carmind on that and then just got 2-hit KO'd by Banded Poison Jab, we reduced that differential.
Yeah. There was a thing that I was like oddly confident on this week, which you could probably tell by Woodhammer on a lone executor. I thought Prim was going to be specially defensive this week, so I was like, uninvested Woodhammer, even with the HP investment, is going to blow. Actually, no, it wasn't uninvested. At the time, I was a physical executor set, and it was going to kill with HP investment but no defense. And I was like, okay, I can sleep easy on that. And then I was like, oh, just in case, you know. I put the Poison Jab on it because I'm still faster than the things that Poison Jab's hitting super effectively. So like I can still sort of do my role as a cleaner if it comes to it.
Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I was on the more balanced version of the team. Let me find it. So like, there's a dog sperm version of the team. On the I've got a Moltres version on my screen right now, and on the like Moltres balanced version, I am full HP, max Bidef. Because it was the main thing that actually pivoted into like Lati, and it took some from anything that wasn't Specs Volcanion, like hitting Sludge Wave on the switch. It could take hits from that as well. So you were right that if I brought a normal human being team, it would have been Spadef Prim, but yeah, I brought this setup spam and I was full defense, and with Carmine to make up for my Spadef.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way around this screen situation. I know next week I've got problems. Yeah, like when I was talking to you about trade ideas, one that has crossed my mind is picking up Grimmsnarl now that's back on the board, and going like Aegis/Grimmsnarl in Latios, Sinistra out.
Another
I still have
victim.
like, oh god, yeah.
It's a dark fairy doesn't resist fairy, and it's a dark type.
Yeah, okay. We that idea doesn't have legs, huh?
It's like, let me pull up This is a different matchup. Let me pull up this matchup. Alright. There we go. So this was the matchup this week. So you want... So your... This comes out on Monday probably, so after any trades probably... If you're doing trades this week, it would have come out before then. I mean, after then. So... Yeah. You're debating... But the Sinister 6 without Sinister...
Hey, I know I have to have the mascot as part of my team. That's been a running theme in all of my teams. But I mentioned this in the call a few days ago. Brandon called me a pussy and said he's been the Shanghai Sharpedos without ever drafting it. And
I've been the Golduck State Warriors, right. And I don't... Since I've branded to the Golduck State Warriors, I don't think I've drafted it once. To be fair, it is literally banned this season.
I was gonna say, even if you wanted it, you aren't getting that. That's staying in the pocket.
In the banned list on our document, Golduck. The people hate me. The people hate me, but they don't want to see me succeed. I revolutionized the meta with Golduck.
There's an infamous reason that this would have happened.
Hey,
I'm sure we might have Vietnam flashbacks about that one.
For another time. I prepped a bit. Everybody in the mocks brought Lati against me, but
yeah.
But I wasn't too scared of it because Lopunny always outspeeds it, and Primarina even as Fizdef. If Lati came, I was expecting like physical Earthquake to try catch like Primarina off guard or something like that.
That was the set I was gonna bring, because I was gonna bring something along the lines of Home Claws, Earthquake, Steel Wing.
Yeah, I was like, if Lati comes, it's gonna be delusional and it's gonna be physical.
You know me too well. That's what it is.
So you want Latigon and potentially Sinistcha for a real fairy resist?
Yeah,
and
I think
if I go into the matchup tab, you have so many fairy weaknesses on your team.
Yeah, one of them is quite fake. But...
Yeah, one of them's Terra Captain, but yeah, the rest of them are very real.
Yeah.
That's why I brought... it's part of the reason I brought the setup spam on my, like, fairies, because I don't have a fast fairy type, apart from, like, Doxpen. It's not a real one. I don't have fast fairies, so I couldn't, like, look at your team, be like, oh, this is fairy weak, and just put a Scarf or, like, Specs on something, because my fairies are just not fast enough. So the next best thing I could think of was making my... fairy types unkillable with screens and Fizdef and Calm Mind. Diancie could have been a little more unkillable if I dropped Mystical Files just for Terraform.
Yeah.
So if I dropped that for like Trick Room or Iron Defense or Rock Polish, I could have maybe cooked something more devious, but I valued the coverage. But yeah. Fun game. Wait. Oh. I messed up my thing. Alright. Fun game regardless. Remember, I agree with your team name. Let me pull it over. Let me change my clipping around. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Honestly. This and a blunt rate, honestly.
It's a good closing shot. Everyone must remember to do these things.
Let's enhance. Let's do some editing on the fly. There we go. Alright, it's in the middle of the screen. Do you have any closing words, Moody? You're the first person I've interviewed. I was debating doing it for the past few weeks, but last week I obviously didn't play my game. And the week before that, I was still experimenting with my format a bit and did like the post-game analysis thing anyways, which I did a few days afterwards. So by that time, I wasn't like confident in the interview because I didn't remember insane details. I wasn't sure if my opponent was going to, and I wasn't going to have them rewatch a game they lost so they remembered what they were going to talk about. So I was I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I think interviews are fun. It's interesting to see what you were like worried of. Interesting to see why you did certain things. Look back on some turns of the game. Yeah.
My sort of like main approach to actually playing the game this week was like, I don't want to get in my own head and think super hard about the choices I make, and I'm going to put trust in the team I've built, whereas sometimes I sort of get a bit too cocky and go like, right, I'm going to mind game it because I know what sets I've brought, and I'm like, well, They don't. They're gonna see a Weavile and think like Bandit Ice Shard. That's gonna be an inevitability. And I'm thinking about like doing some craziness around that. It's like, no, just do the right thing.
Yeah, the team you brought has a pretty decent like flowchart kind of, because you get Ferrothorn, you get your rocks up early. If I do something offensive or like get my hazards up, Tusk comes in, stops the offense by just being naturally bulky and threatening a lot with, insane attack, headlong rush. Gets the hazards off, disrupts a bit with knockoff. Alolan Executor didn't hit the field, but it's also kind of a bulky mon that can always take a hit, and it's kind of like I don't know what it's going to do. Is it going to just hit me with, I don't know, Specs Draco? Is it going to Trick Room? It's a Terra Captain, so there's even more uncertainty. So I think bulky Terra Captains are very difficult to like plan around and deal with in the moment.
Yeah,
Volcanion's obviously the king of bulk. It's insane. Always offensive, always difficult to swap into. So I think, the basic game plan of lead Ferrothorn, Great Tuscan, like Alolan Executor, kind of a damage control, and then everything else in your team is either just like blowing holes or just revenging something. It's a pretty solid game plan.
Yeah, I'm glad the vision has been seen. I will say I did lead Executor this game, but I had a feeling that in the context of your draft, I thought Jirachi might be like trying to spread the dark energy with a body slam. So I was like,
I had one attack on my Jirachi.
so I was like, I don't want to be hanging around on this, because I thought if Jirachi's trying to spread the dark energy, I'm gonna see Chomp come out first, get some hazards up, and threaten me and knock me about a little bit. And then Jirachi has a lot more freedom to just click body slam on anything, because if it switches, 60% power chance is 60% power chance.
It's crazy. It's a drug.
Using that in Ranbats has been so much fun today.
For a very long time, I had Fire Punch on Jirachi actually, and I was offensive rather than this set. And I think I did 2-hit KO Ferrothorn with that, but especially this mixed variant. But it's not what I ended up bringing.
Yeah.
Draft is crazy. Draft is fun. Lots
Honestly,
of fairy crafting, lots of different ideas. And it all is determined in one game of a favorite game Pokemon.
God bless. I love this game so much. I can't wait to go through the infinite stress of preparing another week.
Another week, another game.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna bring back your team name back on the screen. I think I already said final thoughts, and then I yapped on about something else, so any actual final thoughts?
Not particularly, but I think you're going to get more interesting interviews from your future games, if they're willing participants, that is.
Who do I have next week? I'm gonna check afterwards.
I believe it's Kieran.
Ooh, it might be. Yeah, it is, yeah. Hey, there's gonna be some delusion in that interview.
That's going to be so funny to listen to. I can't wait.
I'm gonna explain why Mega Tyranitar, in fact, did 7-0 my team. It might. I haven't looked at the matchup yet. It might 7-0 my team. But yeah, thanks for hopping on. GG's, fun game. Enjoy top of our pool.
God, I cannot believe I can't play the underdog gimmick anymore, This is heartbreaking. Now I have to admit I have a good team and I'm winning.
You have a good team and you're playing well, man. How does it feel?
It doesn't feel good, because I feel like the moment I lose, I'm gonna get caught boosted and lucky.
It happens, man. For the past few leagues, everybody who's had the quote-unquote best team has like bombed out and failed. So you're breaking the trend.
That's that 5-0 start. We just have that motion, I guess.
Real. Alright, yeah. Thanks for hopping on.
That's alright.
And I'll see all of you viewers. Thanks to the viewers for tuning in to the very end, watching this delusional rambling, just interview, quote unquote. And yeah, see y'all next week.